Hello everyone, thank you for watching today's Wix tutorial video. Today we're going to talk about how to manage, edit, and add blog posts in Wix. By the way, we're a new channel. If you find our video helpful, then please support us by liking and sharing our video and consider subscribing as well. Okay, so first we're going to talk about how to add a blog post to your Wix blog site. At this moment, we're going to assume that you already have your Wix blog set up as per the context of our video's title. But if not, no worries. We're going to talk about it briefly right after we finish answering the questions related to our video title. But you can also skip ahead to that part if you want to and come back here later. All right, let's talk about how to add a blog post. First, you're going to have to log into Wix. So go to wix.com and you'll see your dashboard. It'll look something like this. Here on the dashboard, you're going to have to make sure to select your blog from here. In case you have multiple websites already designed, make sure to select the website or the blog site that you're working on. In my case, I'm going to select my new blog site. So here on the dashboard, we're going to go to blog right here on the side panel, and this drop down will appear. This one. So from here, we're going to select posts. Okay, and this is going to be our workspace. Here on our workspace, we'll be able to see different tools that you can click on. To add a new post, click on the Create New Post button right over here on the upper right. And this is what your workspace will look like. You can add your title here. So we're just going to add a basic one. And you can also add your content right over here. Let's try to add one. Okay, so that's just going to serve as our example, just to have something to work on. And on the toolbar above, you'll be able to see options to format your text into different headings or even a paragraph if you want to. Next, you can change your text size over here. You can choose specific values from the drop-down, or you can type specific values here on the box, 20 for example. And then you also have the option to turn your text to bold, to italicize it, or to underline it. You also have the option to change your text color from here. You have preset ones, but if you click on this plus button, you'll have, well, a lot of options to choose from. Next, you have the highlight color. In case there's a part of your text that you want to highlight, then this would be a useful tool. And this one is the quote tool. This one is the code snippet tool, in case you want to place embeds here or codes here. The quotes tool is, by the way, in case you want to do something like that. In case you want to have your text turned into a numbered list, you can click on this button, and this is for your text to be turned into a bulleted list. This one is to change the alignment of your text. You can align it to the middle, to the right, or full block style, or to the left. This one is for the line spacing. This is where you'll get to adjust how far or near you'd like your lines to be. This is for the indentation, and this is for, indentation as well. This one is, this would be a useful tool in case you'd like to insert a link to a certain part of your text. So you click on that, you insert your link over here, and once you're done, you can click on Save. And there, it'll be added. This one is for the notes. So in case you want to place notes, you can write your notes over here. And this one is where you can see information such as how much you've written and how long it would take to read it. Let me just exit that and hover over here. So if you hover over this button, you'll be able to see how many characters you've written and how long it would take to read your entire post. Okay, and now let's talk about the side panel. So the first button is the Add button, or what I'd like to call the plus button. Here you can add media, such as images, videos, GIF, and more. This is where you can add elements to your blog. So you've got media, elements, and even from the web, such as HTML code, AdSense, and SoundCloud. They're pretty easy to understand as they're labeled, so select whatever things here you'd like to add to your blog. Let's go to the next button, and that is the Settings button. This is where you can place your display cover image. You can just click on it, and if you haven't uploaded your image to Wix, then you have to upload it first by clicking Upload Media. Or you can explore images from Media from Wix, Shutterstock, as well as Unsplash. If you're looking for specific photos under these categories, then you can just type down the image you're looking for. Say, for example, nature. And choose a picture that you think would look good on your blog. As for me, I'm not going to be doing that, so I'm just going to hit Exit. This is also where you'll be able to set when you'd like to publish your blog. So just click here, choose a specific date, and there you go. This is also where you'll get to choose the writer. So in case you want to add a new writer, you can just click on New Writer, enter the author name here, and the title. You can also add an image over here. Once you're done, click on Add. But I won't be adding one today. The next button is for SEO. So basically, this is where you can optimize your blog if you want it to rank higher in search engines such as Google. So you have the Assistant, Basics, Advanced, Social Share. Let's go to the next category, and that is, well, categorize or categories. So this is where you can categorize your blog post to keep your blog site organized and to help your readers or visitors navigate to your web blog site easier and faster. Then you have tags. In other words, keywords that are relevant to your blog post so that when people search for something using specific keywords, your site will be one of those results that'll show up on search engines such as Google, Yahoo, Bing, and more. So you can just place your tags over here. Add tags that describe what your post is about. Readers can use them to find other posts with similar content. Next is for monetization or monetize, the Monetize button. In case you want to monetize your blog, then you can set this up. You can click on Get Started, but I think you're going to have to subscribe to a plan from Wix. And then finally, you have the Translate button. So this is where you want to go if you want to have your blog post translated to different languages. So you can click on Get Started to set it up. So once you're happy with your blog post, I'm just going to exit that. You can either save it by clicking here, or you can publish it right away. But when you publish it, make sure to proofread it to make sure it's error-free. In case you just want to save it as a draft first, then you can click on Save, and it'll be saved as a draft. And there you go. You've just created your very first blog post. Now let's talk about managing your blog post. Now we're going to click on Back so that we're going to be routed back to our dashboard. We'll be able to manage our blog posts still under the blog section over here and on the posts category. If you have published your blog posts, they'll show up right over here. But in this case, we only created a draft, so we'll be able to find our drafts here on the drafts section. If you hover over a certain blog post, we just have one, so this one for example, you'll see two buttons. The first one is the Edit button. This is what you want to click on in case you'd like to edit your blog or your blog post. And then you have this button that looks like three dots. If you click on it, you'll be able to have the options to either duplicate your draft or to delete it. And by the way, beside the Create New Post button, you get the More Actions button. If you click on it, a drop-down will appear, and from the drop-down, you'll see more actions such as to create a post from a template, to create a category, to add a writer, to import posts, to view blog reports, and to access your blog settings in case there are some things you'd like to change. Going back to the sidebar, still under the blog section, you can see Overview. So this is where you can track your post's performance. Then you have Posts, which is what we talked about earlier. This is where you can create or edit your posts. Then you have the Comments. So this is where you can manage the comments on your posts. Next, you have Categories. This is where you can arrange your posts into different categories. For now, we only have one. In case you want to rename a certain category, click on Rename. Enter the new name and click on Save. Next, you have Tags. You can create and manage tags to help readers find blog posts they're looking for. And finally, you've got Writers. So manage writers for your blog, create and customize their public profiles. Everyone here has permission to write posts. In case you want to add a writer, you can click on the Add Writer button. And in case you want to edit roles and permissions, you can click on this button. And in case you want to edit a specific writer or author, you can click on Edit over here. And you'll be able to see the same thing we saw earlier. So you'll be able to edit the writer's name, his or her title, and add a profile picture if you want to. I'm just going to click on Cancel as I don't want to edit that for now. And basically, that's how you manage, edit, and add blog posts in Wix. Okay, so if you're new to Wix, you're first going to have to create an account. So of course, we're going to go to wix.com. The first thing we're going to need to do is to click on the Get Started button. Okay, so to sign up, you can use your email, Google account, or even your Facebook account. So just choose an option. After signing up, it's going to ask us a couple of questions. So basically, we're just going to answer those questions accordingly. So we're now going to try to create a name for our blog. So what do you want to add to your website? Basically, this just asks you what kind of features you'd like to be added to your blog. And now we're going to go to our dashboard. And so here we are. This is our dashboard. So now we're going to start creating our website. We're going to click on Design Site. We have two options. Let Wix create a site for you, and customize a designed template. We're going to choose this one. So we will be routed to the templates page. You can search for specific templates by using the search bar. And if you'd like to use just a blank template, you can go to the blank templates button. As for me, I think I'd like to use some templates. Okay, how about this one? We're gonna click on it and click on edit. So once your editor loads up, you're gonna sometimes see this window right over here. It says let AI write your site content. We're not gonna need that today, so we're just gonna close this window. We're just going to tweak this template up a bit, but first we're going to upload all the images or all the files we'll be using to make things quicker as we work on our blog. So to do that, we're going to go to the media button on the sidebar. So it's this button, it's the second button from the bottom, so we're going to click on it. And from here, you'll have a lot of options. But today, we're just going to upload ones that are from our PC. So we're going to select Upload Media. We're going to click on Upload from Computer, or we can drag and drop files right over here. Okay, now we've finally uploaded our media. We can just simply exit from this window. So now we're going to start customizing, and first we're going to change our title. So I'm going to click on this text and I'm going to change it to my blog, just an example. And here, over here, you'll be able to edit your text's appearance. So here you can choose the heading type for your text. You can also choose the font. You can adjust the size by dragging the slider or by inputting values over here. And then you can do other things like turn it to bold, italicize it or underline it, change its color or highlight it, or add a link to it, change its alignment, turn it into a bulleted list or a numbered list, and adjust the indentions and change the text direction. You can also add effects to your text if you want to. These are some of the effects that they have. You can adjust your character and line spacing over here under this category. And then next, vertical text, whether you'd like to enable vertical text. And then finally, you've got SEO and accessibility. So I'm just gonna exit this one. I think I'm quite happy with how this looks. And I don't think I really need this. I'm just going to click on it and hit delete on my keyboard. All right, now I'd like to change my website's background. So I'm going to click on here or click on this picture and I'm going to click on change section background. So we've uploaded our image before. I'm just going to go to image. I'm going to go to site files and I'll be able to find my photos over here, the ones we uploaded earlier. So I'm going to choose a specific photo, this one for example, and I'm going to click on change background. And there we go. Now the only problem is that we can't see our text anymore. So I guess I should have changed the color of my text to something dark. So we're going to double click on our text and change its color over here and choose black. And if you'd like to adjust this section, you can just adjust it by adjusting this button. Okay, there you go. It's so much better. So basically, you can just keep on changing content over here until you finish them. Once you're all good, you can then click on Publish to publish your website. To publish it, you can either use a free Wix domain or connect your very own customized domain. Just choose an option. Once you do that, you'll be able to publish your website. And that's it for today. We hope you found our video today of help somehow. If you did, give it a thumbs up. We're a new channel, so please help us grow by sharing our videos. If you want to see more Wix tutorials from us, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.